I'm still wired. That is the one problem with me and allergy meds. They leave me hyperactive all day. I don't really get a sleepy period, and I'm going to have to switch to the aid in sleep herbal teas here in a bit. So we're going to go ahead and do that switch over to the Eastern and see what the heck we can do for Eastern and Don John fast to try to get some money going. And the best thing I can think of for Eastern is to get some power out to those oil fields. There we go. Oh, no, that's not right. Can't really afford to make these mistakes, but okay. Oh, the Empire is no longer going to be made. Ouch, the jalopy bus is gone. No. Now, hopefully, that'll increase his flow. And I also want to do this. See if that helps. I'm also seriously considering having Don John avoid doing this hump up that he did and seeing if there's enough width here. It looks like it. I could actually have gone out further. And I think that we're going to explore that with Don John. Lay the sand track, the cheap track, and then once I get it lined up, go for it. That would also let me make these sidings a little bit longer, which has an advantage. And it would let me split everybody the right way. I'm thinking about it. The problem is where I'm thinking about doing that, I'm thinking this is needing to be totally separate so that he can never touch my station here and jam me up on my station. And to do that, I would have to come out of town a ways to do all the fancy things, and that would require him relocating some of his wire, which, fun fact, I don't think he'll do. Okay, so with the power run, I don't know how much that boosted my production. 10% at best. That's a 100% boost to get power out here. 92% boost off the power this month. So that gets me up to 225 is my current production. 136, 225 is my potential. But it says I'm maxing. We'll have to see. Do need to consider getting some passenger service out here. Another thing that was be a pain is rerouting my road. Because I can't throw a bridge right here. I'd have to reroute this road to here, which would work. That would work. Matter of fact, that's something we could ask PSA to do, because that actually benefits the city as well. They'd put in a better bridge than I would. I'd put in some wooden rickety thing. Of course, it's still only in the 40s. I can get away with a wooden bridge up until about the 60s. Heck, I happen to know a bridge that got repaired as wooden, but it was because it was on the historical register. Let's see, that train's running back and forth now. Let's go to the Sea Dragon. What is a Sea Dragon schedule line? 35. Yeah. And see, that's something else. You can see your other opponent's items, so that helps. So like I can see here, even though I'm on Eastern, that I'm not allowed to go beyond that point, and I can't change it, because that belongs to somebody else. They're the only ones that can change it. I want to say that Public Service Commission can override, but I don't think they can. Matter of fact, let's find out. Can the Public Service Commission override this? No. Even a PSA can't force it. Okay. Good to know. How do I want to get people out there? Well, it sure ain't going to be the way we've been doing things. And because I know what he's talking about doing here, I'm going to go ahead and build a tunnel. Long one, and it's expensive, and it's probably too wrong of a move, but same time, this prevents me from having to worry about that player goofing me up. There we go. Oops, got a rail break. See the rail break? Right. Right there. You can see the two things. So we need to do that and get rid of it. Make certain I got no rail breaks. And then I need to have a connection spot there. Why, you may ask? So that I can run a dispatch from here. Okay, we want to do the cheapest train I got, which is the 440 here. We're going to run just a couple of 80-kilometer cars behind him. Pick up people on the way back into town. Could probably have gotten away with a bus to that, but as we're touching it anyway for the rail station style, might as well. Yes, I could have come this way with the station. Now I got to come up with a name for this. wildcatting was the exploration wells, but because he's got the well on there, that means there's at least one exploration well versus a field of develop in a basin. Speed him up and get him down here. And we need to save ourselves some hassles and do that. And guess what we forgot to do? Yeah. Now we'll get some people onto him, I think. Unfortunately, we just wasted another chunk of change running the train without passengers. Not a good look for Eastern. You know, matter of fact, given that look for Eastern, let's go ahead and switch over to Don John, see what we can figure out about Don John. Looking at Don John's finances, Don John's in deep doggy doo-doo. We have, as the military would say, found the kimchi and stepped in it in a mighty deep hole full of it. And that's the sanitized version. I think you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put let's use an Ike for this for an early test run. And we're going to go from our downtown stop here and at least get ourselves over to there. DDI motor pass 11, I believe it is. Double check here in a minute. Hey, we can do that without even. Motor posts, vocal post, local post. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4 breaths. So yeah, this is 11. Normally I would say what type of vehicle I would have on it, but we're just trying to just get things going initially. Really should upgrade that bridge for as long as it is, having it be that slow. Yeah, down the road. Down the road. Might even try to find other routing for the road. Really, I think that bus is one of the few things that's going to help him the most. Let's take a look at our station coverage here. All right, guys, we're looking pretty good. I think this is looking really, really good. I'm not certain what else I have left to tell you. Um, he really doesn't have too many options. Can't run another boat, I don't think, because there's just not enough production out of the oil rig. Um, 28 people isn't that many waiting. I mean, it's less than my station level. And I think down the road, I'm going to clean this up with just a tad bit more at this point to straighten some lines and get rid of some curves. That's about the only thing I can think of doing, and that's spending money, which we ain't got. We need money that's going to make fast cash. There's really not that many fast cash left. Looking at our industries that are not served. No player. Oh, oh. One coal power station. Where's he at? Well, um, I may have just spoken too soon. Where's the coal mine? There's the coal mine. You know what? We're going to get him a coal line because coal makes money. And this won't take long to do a single line. We are going to do a launch up with a longer bridge. And then come this way and do a at grade crossing. Okay. Do my diligence off this point. Sacker's gone, but we can take and run. Where's my BR? BR 39. BR 86, BR 38. 86. Let's see, that's production there. And then a reception there. %, load. probably get in trouble for referencing a TV show with that. Oh, that is the Veils. Okay, so we did have a name on that. Okay. Valley Dew's Power. And then we're going to call this Southland Lignites. Really shouldn't game this late at night. All right, guys, we're going to call it. That hopefully will see whether that's even going to make a dent in my monthlies or not. Probably not. I need him to make at least a 3 to 5,000. Whoa, something big just delivered. Or was that a month? That wasn't a month. That helped. Earnings are up steeply. We're flirting with coming back down into 4-digit range of monthly debt, which I could live with. But something has happened to our train there. There he is. We'll deal with that in another episode. Hey, I'm Kelly Jack. I hope you have a better night than I'm having.